First of all, this has been fantastic coming to this facility. Appreciate the Broncos letting us come. I've only been a part of the conference for a few months now and a couple meetings, but I know it's a first-class conference. Really good leadership here at the top with the commissioner and all that they do. Really good coaches. This has been good getting to know them, listen to them, talk about their teams and what their expectations are, and ours are very similar. Excited to get to know my team a little bit more, and spring ball went well for us, understanding what we have and what we needed. I feel like we plugged up some holes. We got some really good seniors, and here's two seniors next to me, but really good leadership to boost up these young guys that are coming in our program too. There's been a lot of talk, obviously, with our announcement to go Division I. It's super exciting for the university and for our football program, but we're not looking past any one of the teams that we're playing this year. And our goal is the conference championship, and we're going to focus on that and the RMAC for this season. And like I said, not look past them. But again, we want to echo the excitement that we have to get going and play some good football teams.
CJ, Alex, same question.
Just like Coach Peterson said, backing off of him, being in this great conference, especially the RMAC conference, and especially being my last year as a senior, it's crazy how time flies when you're in college. So I think the memories that I've made here, the new friends that I've made here with opposing teams, I think it's great.
Yeah, with this conference, if I'm not mistaken, there was 2 playoff teams, and so that shows the competition itself is great. And every week is going to be a coaching battle as well as a physical one. And so it's exciting, especially my last year. Just go out on top and just have a great year.
Questions from the floor?
Coach, so your first year head coach, what do you know about last year? What do you want to bring in for this year from last year? What type of stuff are you going to implement to make your team just as good, if not better?
Yeah, try not to mess it up. I know the previous staff did a really good job of getting some really good football players on the football team. With the 7-4 record, try and build off of that. The momentum that they had, I know the last couple games they scored a lot of points. We want to do that, and with a fast-paced, up-tempo, no-huddle type offense, and score a lot of points and put pressure on the opposing team's defense. And we want to be an attack-style defense and get the offense off schedule. Yeah, so really it's building off what they were able to accomplish last year and prepare them to be successful on the field.
For the players, how do you guys take that new leadership from your coaches and able to send that to your younger players?
I think taking on that role is especially hard for me because I'm not a talkative player. And Coach Peterson will tell you that. He came in and he said, you need to be more talkative, be more kind of a vocal leader out there, and that's the challenge for me coming into this year, especially with the guys that we're bringing in. So being a more talkative leader and really bringing this team together.
And then with me, it's, again, I talk more than CJ, and they'll tell you that. But it's just being not just a talker, but leading the guys and bringing them along, and not just leading by example, which is something I like to try to do. But now this year, I have to more talk and bring them along and kind of get on them a little bit if they're slacking, and just keep them accountable.
And for the players, it's your second time going through the conference, going through these teams. What kind of team, what do you take away when you look forward to playing the conference?
It's just because I know a lot of these guys on the team personally, and so it's fun playing against guys and trying to beat them. And every team is fun to play, different environment, different styles. Like Pueblo's going to try to run the ball, while Adams State's going to try to just throw it all the time. And so it's just different preparing, just being prepared each week differently, especially defensively for me. And so it's just a new change every week, and it's just different.
Yeah, and especially being in this RMAC conference, I love it. Each week, you never know what happens. You never know what team can be which team. So, being in this conference, there's a lot of competition you can't really let down.
CJ, last 2 years you've led the team in rushing. Last year, over 800 yards. How would you describe yourself as a running back, and is there any player that you particularly honed your game after?
Describing myself, I'll probably describe my O-line at first of all, but the way I take my game after is probably Darren Sproles. I look after him. I look after him a lot. I always watch his games before my own games. But, you know, I can't take all the credit for these past 2 years. I got to give it up to my O-line for, you know, sacrificing their bodies, and especially for my receivers for blocking for me every play. So I got to give it up to, you know, it's a team thing. It's not just me.
Then, Alec, for you on the defensive side, you guys talked about being more aggressive, attacking more. What's your mentality going forward as being one of the leaders on this squad?
Just attack every day and let teams know that we're here physically. And so that was kind of our like kryptonite last year. Teams would run on us, and we just can't lie anymore and just let them know that we're here.
And then, Coach, with this being your first year, what drew you to Dixie, and how has that been with obviously the limited time that you have with players adjusting to what you want your team to look like?
Yeah, you know, I'm a Utah guy. I grew up in Salt Lake, and so I've followed Dixie. I played against Dixie as a player at Snow College when they were a junior college, and so to be able to see their transition, it's a great place to live and to raise a family. So I was excited for the opportunity, and as part of the process, understood what the jump that they were potentially making. The announcement hadn't been made yet. I was really excited about that and wanted to be a part of that, and also be a part of the growth and the momentum that the campus and the university have, as well as our football team. So it was an easy sell for me to be able to come there. As far as the team goes, it was good to see that I had guys like these two, and there's more that we had to leave at home, but that are good, focused. They've got the right mentality that we're looking for. They're tough. They work hard. You know, we always talk about trust and accountability, and we're trying to build on that culture of what, like I said, what they've already had in the past, and make sure that we do a really good job in this final season of the RMAC conference and put a good